What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, and I'm back at it again with some new headphones. On our way to nature, to be honest, for a little while, just to reflect. You know, we just finished from a Mediterranean type of place. The family and I, we had some hummus, some grape leaves, dolmas, some baba ganoush, some pita bread, and some tabbouleh. So all of that stuff is very delicious, of course. And also at the same time, we're keeping things moving. But yeah, that's some good stuff, the Mediterranean food. I forgot what that restaurant, it's called Lebanese Grill. That's what the restaurant is called. Very delicious. This is my first time going there. Extremely tasty. Very fresh food, fresh, whatever kind of seasoning, oil, spices they use. Man, these people, that's why many times I see myself as a traffic director, to be honest, because many times, I have good eyes, very good eyes, to be honest with y'all. My eyesight has improved tremendously since I've gone vegan, because our eyes, we see from our brain. Our brain is what sees. So man, there's a lot of bumps over here. So it's when you have a lot of blockages, when you have a lot of junk, a lot of gunk, a lot of toxins covering your brain matter, then guess what? That's how your vision is going to be. It's going to be very blurry, very shady, very murky, but when you have clearing eyes, and, you're detoxing, then you're honestly going to have clearer vision, literally, just because you're removing toxins from your diet, from your life. So that's that. But my eyes have improved a whole lot, because initially, in the very beginning of time, for me, I didn't need glasses. And then at school, as I progressed and got older and began to go to school, then that's when I started to need glasses. I started to notice it. My eyes were messed up. I remember once I was looking real far at something in the distance with my dad, and it was hard for me to see what it was. And this was all around the time that we're supposed to take our driver's license tests and whatnot, and getting our permit. So that's when I started wearing glasses. And then honestly, ever since I went vegan, I just cut the glasses out. I attempted to wear contacts. I didn't like putting that in my eyes, my eyeballs. So I just was wearing glasses. And then eventually, with my health, I just eventually was able to outgrow my glasses and just gain my vision. Because I was always wondering, I was like, hey, how come some people don't wear glasses? And I know some people are going to be like, well, not everybody can see, Just because they're not wearing glasses doesn't mean they can see. And that's very true. It's just, for me though, I'm saying I have tangible results of my vision and my overall health dramatically improving. So, and deep down intuitively, I'm an Aries, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always into self-discovery, healing our body, this and that. So I'm like, hey, hold on now. I'm here to live a long life. Am I really gonna believe that I'm gonna need glasses all throughout my life? What about the ancient times? What about my ancestors? What about nature? How come there's no need for glasses with that? And I guess that's the biggest questions I started to ask myself, honestly. So I was like, hey, let me put some things together. So that's that. Interesting vibes. But yeah, cranking these videos out. Probably gonna bring both the iPad and the iPhone. But yeah, it's wild how simplicity is so amazing. Like, truly, the greatest relationship we can have is with ourselves. And honestly, I'm grateful to have been born, you know, the way I am, to be honest, because like many times, honestly, I would be thinking I'm going crazy, you know, I would be called crazy, this and that, but then, you know, that doesn't feel good, to be honest. Like, that's why they talk about lies and truth, love and fear. Pay attention to what the energy does to you. You know what I'm saying? Does the energy consistently try to snip at you, you know, not want to see you free, not want to see you happy, you know, not in a loving way? Or is the energy uplifting you, you know, prioritizing you, congratulating you, appreciating you, freeing you, you know? And that's what you got to pay attention to with love and fear, truth and lies, honestly. And that's why I'm not here to just, you know, hoover over everybody's problems and business and stuff like that. I'm just mindful and aware. I will say though that, like, you know, I have noticed some certain things and observed certain things, and you know what I mean? Like, everybody has a different story and scenario. I'm just saying, like, you gotta follow your heart on a lot of this stuff. And that's basically what I've seen, especially with the vegan community, the general vibe of it. You know, like, that's why they say this matrix is flip-flopped, you know? We're all connected. And certain entities of all different kinds, we don't have to worry about those entities because they're of a lower vibration. It doesn't mean we're better than them. It just means they're on a whole nother path and they're fueled by something else. You know, they're fueled by material possessions, you know, and ego. So my whole lesson of rising above to my higher nature, to the love vibration, has just been, hey, you know, you can do you. I can live and be myself peacefully and truly, as well as they can live how they want to live, you know, doing whatever they're going to do. It doesn't have anything to do with me. That's why I say in all these videos, the sirens going off and stuff, it doesn't have nothing to do with me at all. And that's such a liberating feeling, because when you're growing up and you hear all this, you know, music and programming and around people and stuff like that, you're testing the waters, you know, and you may not have anything to do with any of this stuff going on, but the people around you may be involved in that kind of stuff. And that's why, honestly, I come out into nature. It's very peaceful, you know. Elderly people out here and whatnot, you know, they know what's up. People bring their dogs and everything, so I love it, to be real with y'all. Like, I don't know why people don't like coming out to nature, but I do, you know what I mean? Well, people do, you know what I'm saying? It's just like not a mass attraction, and I'm cool with that, to be honest. I'm very cool with that, being, you know, nature is our home. Nature is supposed to be a sacred spot. It's not supposed to be, you know, the main attraction spot where everybody comes here and just, nah. The right energies are supposed to come. That's the way I'll say it. Technically, we're all supposed to be born out here. And I'd be cool with, you know, a village, tribe type of atmosphere, you know? I'm just saying, like, people got to be on the same page, you know? And that's why things are the way they are. That's why I'm able to upload these videos, because I'm on the road less traveled, you know? I'm coming in peace, you know what I'm saying? And, like, that's why other people aren't able to do it, because, you know, they're not coming in peace at all. You know, that's why they're here today and gone tomorrow. But, like, I knew I was getting onto something, because I was like, hey, why do I keep wanting to go out to nature? You know, why do I keep wanting to be outside in the sun and just in this type of don't fit in type of world? You know what I mean? Because that's just who I am, you know? And then lo and behold, guess what? Instantly, I started connecting with other people. You know, I got inspired by mentors and whatnot to see, hey, you're not alone. Other people are so-called hippies and they love just nature and whatnot. So you can do it too. Why not? Just, you know, make it clear who you are. Discover who you are. And that's what I've been doing, honestly. Because for a long time, I started to compare myself. A lot of people compare. There's a lot of comparison and competition in this world, and that a lot of that starts from just school, because simple things such as test scores, people competing for that, people competing for their body, people competing for everything, people competing in jobs, so the point I'm making is just like, it's beyond all that. Like, you gotta get in check with your heart. And that's why I started to notice, because, maybe times I did get a slap from the universe, when I did glance up and try to line it up to anybody else besides me, I realized, hey, I'm very fortunate, because some people, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? And for me to realize, hey, I'm actually in a good position. I'm living a karma-free life. I've been real, I've been me. I've been peaceful, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I've still, been truthful and honest, and still a sovereign being, So like, it's just cool to just have my own self-talk and not to be comparing my story to anybody else's story, because that's like the biggest thing I feel like is fueling this whole matrix world nowadays, especially with the social media, the Instagram, Snapchat, all these apps is great, but I'm saying, like, this generation is one of the most isolated generations. And even my parents were even saying this, that every generation has a certain curse or some type of like burden on it that amplifies the separation. And honestly, I will say the technology really is adding to that. I'm not saying, oh, it's the worst thing. I'm not saying throw away your phone. I'm just saying, like, yo, let's speak with one another. Like, that's when people are going to have to start losing their egos, because many times people in this matrix system, and they're on the machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no type of, compassion, no type of, vibrance in the conversation. And, you don't stress out over those people. But also, like, you realize, hey, I'll just connect with the right people, and I'll just gravitate towards what I'm into. For me, it was just plant life. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm very sensitive, so I'm about to just stay, into that. So, anyways, it's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live.